Okay, this is what we're gonna pour today. We're underneath his garage. This is the room we're doing. So we have our little laser we set on the footer that's cast a beam 4 inches up around the wall. Now we can chalk a line right on that laser. No pulling a number down. Everything's nice and level. Steve's getting it started out here. You're gonna put a form out here?
Yep, right here.
Okay, this is the rest of the basement. I know it's quite noisy in here. You need to bring the grade up to here. First, thaw all this out. It's quite frozen. Nice sized basement. We're also going to pour underneath the porch. I'll show you that here in just a few minutes. Still quite dark out. I got the power buggies warming up. So I'll let these warm up for about 15 or 20 minutes before we move them. Straight edges. I got the bull float in there. Just going through that video in my head. What are we doing? Oh, boots. Let's get boots in and thaw it out. Okay, here we go. All is just about mixed up. We're using 4,000 fiber, 1% calcium chloride in it. 2 buggies. Running it right up here, through here. I just cleaned that. We'll scoot them right through the door, turning on these boards. They set up the laser top of nail, or nail is concrete height. So we'll make a screed around the wall, right out the door. Shouldn't take too long. Nice little heater going. In this room, this really holds heat once you get this thermal mass warmed up a little bit. Quite comfortable in here. Yeah, looks good in here. Big basement. Okay, I got a leaf blower going, help push some of that exhaust out. It'll help a little bit. Ready for me? Thanks. I thought you were heating this, Steve. Steve, I thought you were heating this.
No.
We got Jim on a wheelbarrow. Okay, kind of dark in here now without the light. Underneath the porch, nice storage area. Wine cellar, bourbon room.
Storage.
Christmas ornaments.
Yep. Do you think that's enough room for some Christmas ornaments?
If it's not, man,
if it's not,
that's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, well, 30 years you just accumulate a lot of.
Yeah.
You take the grandkids to Home Depot and they want something, you always say yeah, right?
Better be a while before I.
As I shine the camera right in the light.
You got it right
Okay.
there?
Yeah, he's got a pile here. Okay, on the cleanup. And that is just about done. Hey, Steve.
Yep.
Didn't I have that machine clean yesterday?
I don't control the weather, man. Well.
Yeah, well, you can control how clean it is later on.
When I bring it back, it will be clean.
We all heard that, right? Who put the mud flaps on the truck? Okay, leftover concrete right here. About 8 inches thick. That way any water leaches out of here. We didn't want to come above the drainage system, but it was a nice place for some fill. this all gets graded up to that and buried. It should never be a problem there. If it is, of course, we'll jackhammer it and deal with it then. Okay. Getting everything cleaned up. Grab a sip of coffee. Talk to you real soon. Okay, quite noisy in here. As soon as we're done pouring, button up the door, get a heater going, keep this air circulating. The concrete was nice and hot coming out of the truck. We want to keep that process going, keep that concrete setting. This little room buttoned up, and we have another heater right here. We might just kick that sideways and blow some heat in there as well. As soon as we're done with cleanup, as soon as that mixer gets out of the way, we'll get these mats loaded up and get squared away here. You look like you're looking for something.
I was going to go grab a rake. There's stuff that can be carried out.
Okay. All right. As soon as Jesse gets out of the way, we'll pull the truck up and get this stuff loaded. Just double checking, you know, during the pour, everybody goes crazy and stuff gets thrown. So in an hour, we'll find a dirty float laying against the wall or a dirty rake. We just want to get that down before it's hard on the tools. Other than that, I think that went pretty well. Just saw how out of shape I am. Jeez. Up and puffing. Head outside here. So they usually have two hoses. With the winter time, they eliminate that upper one, so you just have to wait until the driver's done to use that. Doesn't take long, but it's the price of pouring concrete in the winter. Okay, sorry about the helmet cam in there, but that's the best way I could get any footage of all. Only a couple minutes of it. You saw a straight edge in and just a lot of commotion. In that area, it's hard to set up a tripod. It just gets broken and in the way. Can I get out of here? Yeah, I can get out of here. Tim and I are going to go grab breakfast. We don't need everybody in here troweling that. And, well, we haven't been working a lot, so give those guys the hours and get them some money, right? And Steve's paying for it, so why? I'll give them a call when we're done eating. If they need me to come back, I will. But I'll just head to the shop and get that 306 washed and pulled in now that it's warming up a little bit, as well as I got to finish up Emily's house, those panels. So a couple things going on. I'll take the camera with me and show you what I got going on today. Okay, just got back to the shop, stopped and grabbed a coffee and a quick breakfast with Tim, and it's still 25 degrees out. I was looking at the temperature on the way here. All this is still pretty frozen. I'm not sure if this is going to work. That's dangerous, moving this machine frozen like that. You could rip out the final drive. So I'm going to try and wash some of this debris off. I might have to well, it does kind of kick loose. I want to get this done. We got freezing rain coming in tomorrow. I'd like this machine to be inside. I have a small pour to do in the morning, and then I could finish the day doing the service on that, and then all my service work is done, except for the dump truck. So coveralls are on. Let's see if I can't get this power washed. Even if I get half of the debris off out here, then I pull it in and make a mess in the garage. But at least it'll be done. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, let's get this started. I don't want all that cold air coming in. course, of course. Okay, water, pressure washer. Oh boy, I'm not sure. Okay, so that's not coming loose. I picked the weight up off of the machine. I just tried for a split second to turn that. It's not moving. I'm not going to risk this. We're just going to let this machine sit here. Hopefully it warms up enough today and that thaws out. So cleaning this is not going well. Let's find something else to do. Okay, camera just went dead as I was dropping my last piece in. Say goodbye. This is the new back side of the door. I'll glue, staple this down. This is the inside of the pantry. Nobody will ever see this unless you're inside the pantry with the door closed. Nice piece of oak plywood. I'll get this attached, stained, and then I'll run around it with a belt sander and make this nice and flush. I purposely didn't show you how nice the bottom side turned out because I want you to stay with me. You gotta see this door. I am thrilled, and I hope you stick with me and see the end result. So I'll get this, like I said, and be right back. Okay, so just pick these back up out. I wanted a nice tight fit there, and I think it looks pretty good. Let me just set this right over here, someplace safe, right on top of my Yes welder. What could go wrong? Crash. Okay, so now just with a nice bed of glue, I got all the loose debris out of here, except that one. That wasn't really loose, but it's all low. I wanted all the humps and bumps out of there. I just felt something right there. Okay. I don't know, it kind of could have looked neat hanging there. Could have been a cool story to tell. Hey, what's up with your door? Let me tell you a funny story. Yeah, I doubt it. talk Sarah into that one. Okay. Get a bead of glue down here. All right, that should be good. Now just set some weight on it. I said I was going to staple it. Excuse me. I don't know if I want to put staples in this. I mean, what if they use the door someplace else, right? You can always cover up a staple, I guess. But I'm just going to set some weight on it. See it hitting the glue. That'll tighten up. And I didn't want to buy a whole nother sheet of plywood just to get the grain going the same way. If they ever go to put this door someplace else, maybe they could put a toe kick across this. I got enough money wrapped up into this door. There we go. All right, let's get some weight on here. If Sarah doesn't like this side, maybe we'll use this side. I make it sound like Sarah's so hard to deal with. Believe me, she is not. She's a dream to have for a daughter-in-law. Sarah, I just wanted to go on record saying that. Okay, so as it warmed up a little bit this afternoon, I was able to get this to move. Just sat in it and gently bumped the joystick, and the machine started moving, and just ran it in here. Maybe I'll take it outside tomorrow and clean it. I really don't want to do it in here. There's a lot of dirt caked on those tracks underneath there, and it'll just finally starting to get this cleaned up in here. So while I was doing that, I'm cutting the last slats for Emily and Grant's house. I keep running out. I got to cut these, then I chamfer the edges, and I think you already saw the video to that, so just trying to get that project wrapped up. I just wanted to show you. I said I'd find something else to do, and that's what I was doing here this afternoon. The black heater I took outside, it worked pretty good. I tried firing up the little one and the motor won't turn on it. So I was just checking it back, tracing back if there's power. I'm probably gonna end up throwing it away. If you live close to me and you mess with stuff like that and you want it, it could be yours if you want it. So reach out to the office and let Donna know, and she'll work out the details and you can have it. So I'll mess with it a little bit more, but I'm not having much luck. I'm getting power to the motor. The motor's not turning. It's nice and free, and you can't really take the motor apart. I'll show you real quick. I took the back off as far as it could go. The motor spins pretty free. You can hear a little bit in there. There's no movement in the armature. That's this housing wiggling. Yeah, so I was looking at the motherboard. I don't see anything burnt here. I eliminated the thermostat. I thought maybe that went bad, so I eliminated that. Still not getting anything. So might be time to move on and get something a little bit newer. All right, let's get the rest of these cut. It's almost dinner time. So I have a crown. I put the crown up. That pushes my ends down. My block. Give them a flip, spin, twist, whatever. Now that's what it'll look like when they're in the wall. Couple more to go. Okay, so I'm going to run these down to Emily's house. I let them sit in the room overnight before I attach them to the wall. It's a little bit colder in here, maybe damper, so I want them to acclimate a little bit to the room temperature and humidity before I glue them to the wall. So that'll be it for today. See you tomorrow, guys.